Hey, this is your boy MJD, and I'm
Yeah,
here with
yeah,
Deucey,
yeah.
a.k.a. Deucey
Yes.
Bad.
What's
And
up,
you're
what's
tuned
up?
to the 10-2 podcast,
Come on
man.
now.
And I would like to start today
Yeah.
off with a congratulations, but that ain't gonna happen
Oh,
today,
man, not
brother.
this time, man.
That ain't gonna happen
Not this
today,
year.
my brother. I
Yeah,
wish
yeah,
I could
yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
wish
yeah.
I could let them know.
Let's go.
Come on,
But
man.
that didn't happen
Yeah.
like that today, my
Didn't
brother.
happen, man.
Oh my God.
Come on. Where we
Oh
starting
my
off at?
God. Oh
Where we starting
my.
off at the 10-2
Oh
podcast,
my. On the 10-2
Podcast,
podcast.
man.
Well, first, man, we're going to get to that offense, man, and I want to know what you thought about it today and how
I
you
thought
felt
about it, man.
how
You
they
know,
performed today.
give me something.
And
Give me something.
I just want to get your input, brother, and I'll ask you, and I'll let you take the mic after this. But I just wanted to know, what did you think about that offense today, man? And what did you think we could have did better, bro, to get us to that next level? Or what do you think we need to do better on the offensive side to get us to that next level?
Oh, man. What it is we do need. I don't know. It looks like we needed, man, what a run game. Come on. I thought Tony was going to do better, but I think we was going to bust some holes better. I mean, that offense that started off slow and then didn't get off at no way. You know what I'm saying? Looked like we was, like the old saying, they bust us in the lip, and here you go. They bust us one time. I mean, you know what they say, man. You get punched in the mouth. What is your reaction? Our reaction was not to do it.
Yeah.
Just done.
No.
You know, this wasn't what we planned. So what are we gonna do now? You know,
Yeah.
like we was in line to do what we had to do. It's like when you cut that line off on them ants and they all start going everywhere, haywire,
It starts scattering everywhere.
and that's what it was. You know, our offense was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just felt like we was too pressed. And I think the old saying is the pressure was on us and the pressure broke us. You know what I'm saying? We weren't diamonds. I think we were just fucking metal.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It just broke loose. The offense wasn't, and I just want to say, it is what it is. I'm a Cowboys fan till I die, but the next question is I want to tell you, if I'm about the offense, what you think about the defense?
Oh, man.
It's enough to go around.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
enough to
no.
go around.
This episode is more than enough to go around.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know where the hell the defense was at today. I don't know where they were at. They were missing today, man. And they were making some of the most, I guess,
Bonehead plays.
I guess bonehead plays on the defensive side. Yeah, you can say that, man, because I don't know where the hell they were at today. They were actually missing in action, man. It had me feeling, like I'm just thinking to myself, like, what else can go wrong? What else can go wrong?
Right.
And what else I thought could go wrong went wrong over there. I'm like, what else could go? And I always had those moments in the game where I'm like, okay, the defense is finna show who they are.
Right.
The defense is finna show who they are. The defense is finna show who they are. This is where the defense is finna have their stance at, man. Right here, 3-9. This is what, and then something miraculously would happen. And honestly, the offensive side for Green Bay, man, they performed.
They knew what they wanted to do and they did it.
They had their way with us today, man. They, like I said, Detroit really exposed us, man, when they were showing that they could run on us, man. And
Buffalo.
I think Buffalo did also, and the list goes on. Even Arizona at one
Arizona.
point. And I think that it kind of led us out there to dry, man, because the defense didn't have no answers for it. I don't know where Michael Parsons was today. I don't know where he was at today. I really believe even, Lawrence also too, making, like, you're a veteran player. And when you're over jumping the line and you're over there giving them another chance to have a first, and you're over there giving, we're on third when we need this, and if you can stop them right here, it could change the game.
Right.
And you don't do it. Instead, you just you get off sides, you get encroachment, and then boom, we give them another first down, and then our defense is out there longer. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, man, but the offense for the Green Bay Packers, man, they stayed out there for 7-8 minutes. 8 minutes in the first quarter. They were eating up the quarter in the first half. They were eating it up. And then I'm sitting there thinking to myself, all right, they're going to stop them here. And then, boom, they would go off and throw a big play down the field. And by the time we looked up, man, it was already 20-7.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, where did the defense go? What happened to him? I mean, we started off this great year. Glenn had a record season year with interceptions. The defensive line looked good. But like I said, we couldn't stop the run. And obviously today, we couldn't stop the damn pass neither.
No.
Obviously.
No. We left guys wide open, and our schemes weren't. It was everywhere.
Exactly. And I mean, like, I couldn't tell you, of course, them running into the punt returner didn't help us none
No, it
either.
didn't. Oh, there
Of
is another
course,
bonehead play.
yeah,
Yeah,
bone. Like I said, we shoot ourselves in the foot,
but yeah,
and then like I said, it was a bold move. And I'll tell you this, right? Because we're
hmm
talking about defense.
hmm
I'll tell you this: Green Bay must have knew something for them to say, you know what, we win the coin toss. And lately, a lot of people have been deferring to the second half. Green Bay didn't do that today, guys.
yeah. They
They
didn't. They
decided to
didn't. That was
take
the
it,
main thing. Yeah,
and they took it to us in that first drive, in that first series. They took it to us, and they were able to put points on the board. And I think that was able to make Green Bay feel a little bit confidence right then and there to say, okay, we went down there, we were able to make a drive, we were able to make a score. Now we're in this game. Now we're not behind. Now we're in this
of
game.
course. Yeah,
And now all we got to do is just stay ahead, which
they
obviously they
did.
did.
They
They
did.
never
Yeah.
got behind at any point. Neither, and don't get me wrong, guys. I know the score looks a little bit different, 48-32, but believe me, it wasn't that close. It wasn't that close.
No, it
And I
wasn't.
feel bad for the average fan or the fan that was there that paid the amount, because I want to say the nosebleeds were in the $200. $200 in the nosebleed. I can about imagine to sit right there on the front row was almost 3,000, probably
3,000
3,500.
suites, everything.
And I
The
mean,
people that put in money to everything.
the
Yeah,
weather being a condition and people still showing up the way
showing
that they
up. Yeah,
did, thinking that they had an opportunity to take us to that next level, which it goes to show, like, what what leads me into my next question.
yeah. There we go.
What do you think? What do you see for the future for Mark McCartney, man? Like, what do you think? Do you see him coaching the Dallas Cowboys next year? Do you think they're going to give him another opportunity to prove himself? Because I think he's ran out of opportunities.
Right.
Me personally, I want to
Um,
get your opinion from it,
my
and then of
opinion,
course,
yes. I mean, from the history that I've seen, the way Jerry Jones runs the team, I believe he is going to get one more year. I hate to say it, he's going to
yeah,
get one more year. I
he
mean,
shouldn't, but yeah,
he shouldn't.
got you.
I mean, it is what it is. The history proves that Jerry Jones does hold on to it for another year. Look at Jason Garrett, who went 10 seasons with that guy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And granted, we didn't do none of the success that we have with Mike McCarthy in 3 years.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I
That's true.
mean,
That's true.
so
That's true.
but look, there's something that
I
got
see
to
what you're
give.
saying, though. I
There's
see what you're
something
saying.
that yeah, I ain't gonna say I've been a fan since day one, but I have been. But what I've looked at in history has shown that Jerry does hold on
Of
to his
course,
coaches.
of course.
I mean, other than Bill Parcells and some other guys, but I believe he's gonna be back one more year.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. We're gonna lose Dan Quinn. We're gonna lose some assistant players like Al Harris, the
I mean,
defensive back.
yeah, I thought
You
about
know,
that. I
is
thought about the Dan Quinn, but go ahead though. I got my opinions on that, but
Of
we'll get
course,
to
of
that
course,
here in a
and
moment.
then that's something different.
Yeah,
If we could find a guy that's similar somewhat to him that keeps our defense somewhat the same,
yeah,
but the draft is going to have to be heavy on linebackers.
yeah,
Because we've proven that number 14 was a safety and converted into a linebacker.
yeah.
33 Clark, he's okay, but he still has a lot to learn. But we need a stout linebacker. We got that rookie that came from Texas, Overshield. I forgot his name. He's a linebacker, but he got hurt this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully he comes into next season ready to ball out. Vanderish, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. I see you out the door,
Hey,
but
yeah.
we're gonna have to get another guy. I'm tired. I don't want to. I don't want to bring a man back and bring old Sean Lee back again. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
You
Have
know?
that repeating and
Repeating
yeah,
itself.
exactly,
But I
exactly.
mean, Mike McCartney is going to stay another year. I'm sad to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Bill, unless
Well, do you think he
unless
deserves?
Jerry
Do you,
Jones
do
goes
you
down
think he
there.
deserves another
No,
year?
he doesn't. He
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
He doesn't
Of course.
deserve it. But he's going to get another year to prove himself because
course.
obviously the success he has in
Yeah.
4 or 5 years. And no, don't get me wrong. Other teams will be knocking on the door to have the seasons we had.
Of course,
three,
in the last 3 years.
Yes,
But what's
but
been the
no, we are the star. We wear the star, and our expectations are above that. We're the team that has 5 rings, so we
Yeah.
know what
I mean,
is to come.
if you're
But
asking me about McCartney, I feel like this.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust
he's
me.
not.
You're not that
He's
guy.
not.
You're not.
But he's going to be kept for one more year.
And it's sad. It's sad.
And it's
But you're
sad.
right. Yeah, you're right. It is sad that we
I
got to go
mean-
through one more year. And yes, he has excellent seasons.
One more year with him.
He has great seasons. Where
Um,
the 3 past seasons he has 12 or more wins. But I mean, what do you have to show for it in the trophy case? You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
even the NFC appearance, championship game
Yeah.
appearance.
Right.
An appearance. I don't care if we lose it. I mean, just appear in the damn game. At least once.
Right.
At least once. And I feel like today, his job was on the line. And I feel like Prescott's job was on the line today.
It was, yeah.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what he went for. I don't know if it was 31 and or what was it? I
He
know
almost
he
went for
tried to,
50 passes again.
yeah,
This
50
game.
passes, and he
I
had
mean, it was
almost,
almost 230 some yards, and but that was
yeah,
already at the
300
end
and
of the game.
something. Yeah,
But you talking about first quarter, he didn't even have no yards.
yeah, of course.
By that
Oh
by the
no, his
by the
first quarter,
second
yeah,
half,
was the lowest ever in his career. 0 yards.
career,
Yeah,
by the second half, by halftime, I don't even think he almost had 100.
yeah,
So I mean, it was a long day for him. He did prove himself.
yeah,
Like the saying, he's not that guy. I don't know. You
yeah,
can't go to the office. You can't go to Mr. Jerry Jones and say, "Hey, I want my 4-year contract. I want my
yeah.
5-year
No, well,
extension."
how do you walk in there and you ask for that, knowing that?
No, and I don't think he will. I think he'll.
He needs some milk.
I don't think he'll stay on this because next year he has another year.
Of course, yeah.
So hey guy,
I mean, if you thought you were
you're
getting
not
that big contract
this
extension,
year.
that's
You're
not
not.
happening.
You're not.
That's
You're
not
not.
happening.
You're gonna stay on your year. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
now you're really betting on yourself. Now you're really putting yourself in a situation to where
Yeah.
you have no choice
Yeah.
but to bet on yourself,
Right.
and you got to come
One
through.
more year again.
Yeah, that's it.
hmm
Because that's all you're getting. I don't even think y'all neither one of them deserve another year. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion.
Right. Of course.
I feel like we're a quarterback away. We're like the Los Angeles Rams. We're just a quarterback away. That's how I feel. That's just my
Right.
personal
No,
opinion.
we
I
could
mean, of
be.
course, the
We
defense has
could
to
be a
do better,
quarterback
but
away. Yeah.
but I mean, is I'm not gonna say that Prescott could have performed. I mean, because he was hitting CD Lamb at some points, and he was able to get the ball to them in some situations. They just couldn't bring it down. But to throw those two picks,
hmm
to throw those two picks, and have them both go back for scores. Both of them go back for scores. It's
No,
one
only
of
one went.
only one went back for
Only one went
scores.
back.
But the other one was set up to make another
Yes,
score.
another one's first. The first one
So
was.
either way they went, they were able to get 14 points off of them. And the way I feel like is that and then one of them you basically handed the ball to them in the 10 at the 10-yard line, and on our side of the field, like you basically handed the ball to them right then and there. You're trying to squeeze a ball into a situation that and I understand we're trying to get CD Lamb his catches and we're trying to give him, his stats and
Right,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But when you're squeezing the ball in there like that and you're giving those corners an opportunity, they know that your arm isn't that strong and they know that your accuracy isn't really that good. And they know that at any moment, at any time, they can take it. And they were able to take 2 interceptions and they were able to make 2 scores out of it, which set us back. Because if you do the math, if you take away those 2 scores, what do you have, a tie game?
Hmm.
What do you have? I mean, but that's why I'm trying to say, like,
mean,
he's not helping himself to be that guy.
Nobody
that
helped it.
deserves,
Nobody
yeah.
helped themselves this whole game. Nobody helped
Yeah.
themselves.
No.
Look at you could say the same thing about Micah. He had talked all this. He has his own podcast. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But he did not show up in the best places.
He didn't.
He didn't. I mean, if you're gonna be that place, get in people's faces, man. It's your 3rd or 4th year. Be that guy. Be that guy that nobody likes on that team.
Yeah.
But you know what? But when he plays when he plays out there for us, that dude is wrecking. That dude is taking over the game.
Yeah,
But
of
I don't
course.
like him as a person. But when he plays on my team, he's one hell of a guy. Be that guy. He's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't be that friendly guy on the defense. Everybody likes him. I mean, he's a good player. He's the best
No,
player
you
on our
can't,
team.
man. You
Nah,
can't.
but you're gonna have to be that guy that gets on everybody's faces. Well,
you did it to yourself.
You did it to yourself.
Yeah,
He
you did
put
it to
pressure on
yourself.
him. Yeah, he did.
They
that.
all did.
He did
Today
that.
they did it to themselves.
All of them did it.
And to us, it was just another year, another disappointment.
another disappointment. Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like to go through all that, and I mean, you can about imagine how it's going to be on ESPN. You're not going to be able to watch ESPN for the rest of the week. For the rest of the week,
The
there's
whole
no way
playoffs,
you're going
no
to be
way.
able. You're not going to be able to do it, man. I mean, it's just you give them the ammunition they need to take those shots at us.
Right.
They give them the ammunition they need to take the shots at us. Do I feel like it's well deserved as a fan? No, it's not. We're just showing our loyalty to a team that we grew up.
But that's how much loyalty we do
Of
have.
course,
You
of
know what I'm
course.
saying? As Cowboys fans, that's how much loyalty we do have to this franchise that is great. This franchise that has brought us success. Great memories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some way, somehow, for almost going on 30-some years, we haven't got to where we needed to be.
No,
what
we
I'm
haven't,
saying?
man.
And,
I mean, other than the Washington,
yeah,
the
Washington,
Detroit Lions,
But
like-
Detroit's already walking into right now. That might be, the next team to move up. And
Yeah.
cross their name off the list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other than Washington,
but it wasn't supposed to end this soon, and
It
weren't.
wasn't. It
and
wasn't,
the thing,
man.
And the thing was that pisses me off, man, is that we weren't supposed to go out like this,
no.
and we did. I could at least understand if it would have been on a Hail Mary play or on a last kick in the last seconds. That's understandable. But to go out the way we went out today, man, that's pathetic. And I think us as fans and everybody else who's a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, we deserve better. We should ask for more. We should stand on that to where, how do you expect you have a sellout game in the playoffs and you perform like that?
Right.
We give you that home field advantage, and look what y'all do with it. Nothing.
Remember,
Nothing. 16-0 at the house, and
16-0
didn't
at
even
the
mean a
house.
damn thing when it came to the playoffs.
And it hasn't
Didn't mean a
been in
damn
the
thing.
playoffs.
That's what I'm trying to say. Prescott had a great year this year. They were talking about, oh, he's in the MVP race, and I mean, come on, this don't look good. Now you might as well say it's Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson that are in the MVP race.
Right.
You might as well go on there because with this performance, hell no, you're not forgetting winning the MVP.
No.
I don't care what kind of regular season you had, and it's sad because you got them. You had three teammates that played on the same team that set records that were leading the NFL.
Right.
CeeDee Lamb was leading the NFL in receptions.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Prescott was leading the league in touchdowns, and Glenn was leading the league in interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
So you got three players on your team that are on the top of their game, and we can't even beat the Green Bay Packers, which I think were what seed were they? A seven
seed.
Seventh seed?
Mm-hmm.
7 seeds since the 1960 something to beat us.
Whether the 7th seed ever to be the
Yeah.
second seed, the way they expanded.
Exactly. So I mean, what does that tell you, man? I mean, it's just one of those things to where we just set ourselves up to get knocked right back down, man.
Mm-hmm.
And things aren't going to be changed until Jerry Jones decides to whoever he hires as a coach to give them full access to be a coach and to do what they need to do. Because whatever coaches he has now and the coaches that play for the coaches that coach right now for the Dallas
I mean, the
Cowboys,
question
they're
is,
basically
okay,
puppies.
Mike McCartney goes. The question is, who do you want in here? Who's the coach? I'm asking you, who's
Okay.
the coach you want in here right now?
Okay.
Mike McCartney's getting fired tomorrow.
Okay.
Who we bringing in?
Who we bringing in?
Who we bringing in, man?
We're either
You know.
bringing in the coach from the Tennessee Titans. Was it Mark Babel?
Mark Babel, yeah,
either
but,
him
yeah.
or you can bring in somebody with experience, which is somebody
Who's
like
that?
Bill Belichick. But I mean, that's just my opinion. But I mean, it's just one of those things. What we've been doing now, it hasn't been working.
Of course,
Apparently, it hasn't been working, right? So therefore, it looks like if you know that you keep putting this formula together and you're having these great seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It still doesn't mean anything because it ain't working in the games.
Okay, you're right. I mean, it is not working.
Yeah.
So when we'll discuss all that, who are we taking away? I mean, hey, sorry, Mike McCartney, you're fired. You're not. Jerry Jones now has a decision who he's going to bring in. Dan Quinn's going to probably go out there to Seattle, go be a coach. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah, no, and I'm happy you bring his name up because I don't see him getting a head coach job anytime soon.
Oh, he is.
Well, I mean, he might, but I mean, whoever takes a bet on him, look how they performed today,
Seattle's
bro.
going to take the bet.
I mean, yeah, Seattle.
Believe me, they're going to bite the bullet on him.
They'll bite
because
the bullet,
he's a Seattle guy, former defense coordinator.
I understand
that.
that. He went to the Super Bowl with and the same thing that happened to him in the Super Bowl is the same thing that happened to his ass today.
Yeah, but he was an office coordinator.
Yeah, but I mean,
he still got beat by the team.
Yeah,
but no, I see what you mean. But no, man, that's the thing about coaching carousels.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. He's going to go to Seattle. He's not going to stay in Dallas. I mean, if he does, it'll because what happened today.
Yeah,
there's no coaching team. There's no team that wants to make him a head coach.
Of course,
he might as well.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He might as well stay as a defensive head quarter.
Yes,
defensive.
Do another year.
Do another year.
Yeah,
and then do another year with Mike.
Yeah, exactly. And just see.
It would have to be Bill Belichick. Really, Jerry Jones calling him up. Hey, look, I want you to do what I did. With Bill Parcells. You pick the groceries, do all the things like that. I'll step aside a little bit and let you handle your business and let you run the team.
Yeah,
it has to be like that. But I mean, there's no other coach that I would like. Oh, we need him in here.
Of course,
people will scream Dion all day. We need Dion. Whoop de whoop. That's just hype.
Yeah,
that is hype.
Of course.
But like I said, Mike's gonna be here one more year. The
Yeah.
side said sad to say it's gonna be Dak one more year. Here we go. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? One
Yeah.
more year. You know, it is what it is.
Here we
But
go.
hey, but look, it's my team. I love this team,
Yeah, of
regardless what it
course.
is. I
No, we
mean, I
ride them.
feel
We
that
ride them
we
with till the
riding
wheels fall off.
right until the wheels fall off. I
Of
feel the
course,
way I feel today, but you know, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow.
it'll be another day.
It'll be another day.
It'll be another
You
day.
know, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna
Exactly.
get excited when the draft comes around, free
Of course.
agent comes around, and
Of
here comes the
course.
season again. I'm gonna be excited to be a
Of,
Cowboy fan again.
of course.
But you right now, today is a gloomy day. It's
Of
a cold
course.
day in hell right now because you know what I'm saying stepping outside is damn chilly as fuck. But you know it is
Yep.
what it is. But it
Yeah.
doesn't
No, man. I
make
mean,
up
it
for
don't.
what
It
it
won't
is.
waver our faith in the
No,
Cowboys.
no
Of
way,
course, we
no
know
way.
eventually.
We're gonna put that out there on 10-2
Yeah,
podcast.
no
We
doubt.
still gonna be talking about the Cowboys.
For
We still will be
sure.
representing the Cowboys,
For
and we're gonna
sure.
still talk about the Cowboys, win or
Exactly.
lose. You know, your other teams can
Win,
win or
lose, or
lose,
draw.
but y'all still ain't gonna be talked about like the Cowboys. Y'all ain't gonna be
Exactly.
hated on like the Cowboys, and
Exactly.
that's why we feel the way we feel because there's so much pressure to to
Oh
shine like a
yeah, no
star.
doubt,
You
no
know what I'm
doubt, no
saying?
doubt,
So
no doubt, no doubt.
I mean, we could go on, but
Yeah,
you
no doubt.
know, it is what it is.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know,
We like I said, I mean, if we win with it, we come with it, and if we lose, we stay with it. I mean, it's
exactly.
one of those things. We ain't never jumping ship, no matter which way it go. You know what
No,
I'm saying? So I mean, but with all that being said, man, I mean, there's all we can say is better luck next year. You know what I'm
better
saying?
luck next year.
Like they said.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
Hey man,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it is like I said, it is a gloomy day, and it is a sad day on the 10-2 podcast, man. Because we wish we would have celebrated a playoff win for the Dallas Cowboys
Right.
and moved on to that second round, man. But apparently, that's not going to happen this year. But
No.
it's understandable, man. I mean, like I said, you gotta roll with it, and as bad as we wish wish we could change it. We
yeah.
can't, and as
Right.
bad as we wish things would be different, they're not. And for all we know, it's just like they say, it's just a small setback for a major comeback. You know what I mean? So, and I hope this lights fires under both of their asses, because if they feel like, okay, this isn't our last year, and Jerry Jones decides to give them both another year, then they have to know going into this year coming up in the 2024 season that this will
It's
be the
expected.
this yeah
It is
exactly, like
expected, no.
there's no question about it. If we lose this time go around,
Right.
like we're gone, both of us.
Yep.
Both of us are gone, and it's sad, but
There's no need in signing you. back.
there's no reason to bring neither one of y'all back. Y'all came in together, y'all gonna leave together.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, and that's it. So I mean, and then now look, off season. Now looking towards the off season.
yeah,
Looking towards the draft, like I said, I'm looking for them to. They're probably picking in the mid-20s, 24, 27s,
okay.
something like that, because of the record and in the
Well,
playoff season.
I mean, now we know our team's not in it, right?
right.
So I want to get to your predictions for the Super Bowl. Because the next time we air will be probably a Super Bowl special.
Right.
And I just want you to. I
Super
just
Bowl
want
special, 10-2 podcast.
10-2 podcast will be
Super
having
Bowl
a Super Bowl
special.
special, so y'all be looking out for us, man.
Right.
I just want to know, who do you got going to the Super Bowl in the NFC? Of course, it won't be us. And who do you have going to the Super Bowl? I mean, to the Super Bowl from the AFC.
AFC definitely. I'm picking. I'm going with Baltimore.
Okay.
They're looking like the team to beat.
Okay.
Whoever it is, Buffalo, Kansas City, them they gotta go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tough one in Baltimore to win one.
Of
And I'm
course.
going with them. On the NFC, 49ers going to be tough. I hate to say it. It might be a rematch.
Yeah.
49ers
No doubt.
Baltimore. I don't give a shit, about the 49ers, but hey, y'all,
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what
Hey,
it is.
you
No, for
get
sure.
you get the path you picked on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see the only team I might see it get y'all getting beat by is the Detroit Lions. I'm not gonna lie. They could get past the
Yeah.
LA Rams today.
Okay.
Then they might can do something. Other than that, I don't see anybody doing that. And then but the upset that might be the upset that made the upset today is Green Bay.
Yeah, of
They
course.
might mess around and upset the 49ers, though. I mean, I'm picking the upset on that. Well, why not? I mean, I go with Green
no
Bay. They got a young team. They did what they did. They proved what
Okay.
they proved. They came in. I mean, they got a nice. They look like they got a nice running game. You know what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
Throwing. The old boy got what the second leader, for throwing touchdowns. In the league, right behind Dak. So Love
So
can't throw the
do
ball.
you take the 49ers out of your Super Bowl pick now?
No, I'm picking the 49ers, but the upset for being a big upset. I'm calling an upset though. I'm
Of
picking
course.
49ers, but if there's a major upset, it would be Green Bay beating the
So
49ers.
you got Baltimore and you got the 49ers in the Super
Yes,
Bowl this year.
49ers in the Super Bowl, and my major upset is at the Green Bay.
Green Bay beating the 49ers.
49ers, yeah.
Okay.
And that would be something.
I
And
mean,
what is that?
okay, I would say Baltimore is a good team. I can
Mm-hmm.
see that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City finds a miraculous way
Yeah,
to.
beating them in Baltimore.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
like
know,
I said, they're
yeah, exactly. I
they got
wouldn't be
home field
surprised.
advantage.
I know the Steelers and Buffalo are still in it and stuff
Monday
like
night,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
they play
exactly.
Monday. They
So,
moved to Monday.
but yeah, I would say I got Kansas City, and I would say it would probably either be Kansas City versus. It just sucks to say it, but the 49ers,
Yeah,
or it's either gonna be the Los Angeles Rams versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Los Angeles pulls it
Matthew
out.
Stafford taking them back
Pulls
to
it
the
out
Super Bowl, huh?
tonight. I mean, they're playing right now as we speak. But I mean, it's just one of those. But I got 40. I got I would say I can see that, man. I'll say San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Give it to 'em.
Or is it going to be Los Angeles and Kansas City? But that's just my guess. I mean, but who do you got? But of course, we got them winning, of course, in the NFC. So who do you have being in the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship? Of course, you got San Francisco's there, but who do you have them playing against in the NFC Championship?
I think we're gonna give it Detroit. Like I said,
Detroit and San Francisco in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, Detroit.
That'd be a pretty cool game.
That's going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, yeah.
Too hard no. I mean, a too hard no team.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Exactly.
And I
Two
will.
good coaches.
And I will give you AFC. I will give you Baltimore and Kansas City.
Baltimore and Kansas City. Gotcha.
In the AFC Championship. So flip a coin on that one. You know what I'm saying? You got Mahomes might be going back to another Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know?
yeah, I do got
They call
Baltimore
him the
and
young
Kansas
Brady,
City,
you
and
know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
Kansas City beating Baltimore if so. But I mean, that's because they have two great quarterbacks. But Kansas City always seems to turn it on at the right time, and they've
Right,
been known
right.
to make these type of runs.
Mhm.
So I just feel like with Patrick Mahomes playing the ball that he's playing and the way they performed against
Right.
Miami at home,
Well,
I really feel like they have a chance to go on that run. Green Bay does have a chance to upset the 49ers, but I see that defense that the 49ers have. It's not like
Yeah,
all right,
right,
the
right.
way their defense is probably going to perform is the way we wish the Cowboys would have performed
yeah,
today
exactly.
on
Give it to 'em.
defense.
I'll give it to 'em. Yeah, yeah.
Because
That's
we had that. I mean, a lot of. I mean, Vegas had that game in the bag. We were +7. You know what I'm
Plus
saying?
7.
So I mean, even the people out there had our odds. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, today was a very disappointing loss. By the Dallas Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, condolence to all the fans out there because I know exactly how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, by the end of the game, you saw the stands. So
I mean, yeah, and then like I said on the AFC side,
yeah.
like I said, we got Baltimore and KFC. I mean KFC, Kansas City. Hey, I'm getting hungry.
That's
I'm getting
right.
hungry. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna eat them nuggets?
That's right.
I mean, and everybody else on the other side, the other Texas team. I'm sorry, you're not gonna make it anywhere. You won and done. Enjoy your playoff win. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for the night. Enjoy it for the weekend.
y'all got one. Y'all
got one.
Yeah,
Congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Your trophy case still looking the
Hey.
same. It is what
They
it
didn't
is.
expect y'all to win. They
Yeah.
didn't expect us to lose. But
Yeah.
hey, look what happened.
Hey, hashtag y'all ain't supposed to be here, but get the fuck up out of here.
Like
you
you
know what
said,
I'm
the
saying?
world
So
turns.
it is what it is. You
As
know
the
what I'm
world
saying?
keeps turning around.
Like my boy, like we said on the last podcast, we all wear that star on our helmet, and we
That's
all
right,
want to be
baby.
the star. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
So,
want to be the big bro. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir,
But
but
hey, like I said, it's if you can bring it home, man. And the last time I checked, man, the boys got 5 Super Bowls in their trophy case.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I mean,
Hey,
it's hard to do, man. But it's one of those challenges that everybody got to put their foot forward and give it their best shot, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, better lucks next year for us. And
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that
still.
yeah,
Still.
hopefully things turn out and the best for us because, like I said, the draft is coming. Hopefully
Right.
we can make some picks and hopefully we got some.
And I think we'll
can
be,
turn the tide.
Right.
You know, we can turn the
We'll be
tide.
sure to keep a podcast draft. Speaking about the draft, you probably after the draft, probably before draft.
Of
Talking,
course.
we're gonna do our information of picking players we like, picking
Exactly.
players that we want to Cowboys to draft. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no
So
doubt.
we're gonna have a draft board. We're gonna be looking
Exactly.
up players. You know what I'm saying? Whatever draft pick we get, first
Yeah.
round, second
Or,
round.
or
You
whoever
know,
y'all might have it. Like I
yeah,
said,
if y'all
post a
got
comment, man, or post a
comment,
suggestion.
you know what I'm saying?
Letting
Like I
us
said,
know.
we got a lot of soul searching going on. We got
Of
a lot of
course.
going on. We got this is probably the season finale, and other than the Super Bowl. Then we're gonna
Yes.
speak about the Super Bowl. We're gonna speak
Exactly.
about the Pro Bowl. There's gonna be a bunch of Cowboys at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah.
Apparently so. So how that
Apparently
goes.
so. No,
So
for
I
sure.
mean, we'll definitely keep y'all updated on the 10-2 podcast. There's gonna be much
Exactly.
more to come. This is our first season. We getting
Exactly.
things rolling. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make them deals and move them wheels. You feel me? So
Exactly.
what I'm saying, 10-2 podcast.
No, for sure. And we want to thank everybody for tuning
Yeah.
in and for everybody to subscribing, man. And like I said, we do have I guess you could say a prize when we hit that 50 subscriber mark.
Yeah, get them
So like I
subscribers
said,
up,
man,
man.
y'all
Yeah,
make sure to
keep on
put
sharing,
thumbs up
keep
on the
on liking,
videos, man,
yeah.
and make sure to subscribe. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. And this is the 10-2 podcast.
Podcast.
And you're here with your boy MJD
Yeah.
and Deucey, a.k.a.
Hey,
Deucey
Deucey
Bad. Until next time, y'all.
Yeah.